What up, guys? Your boy, Just King ZA. Welcome back to the Just King ZA podcast. And yeah, man, on this video, we're going to be talking about certain things that are being said about the late President Nelson Mandela. A lot of things are being said about him. People are saying he was a clone, wasn't the real Mandela. A lot of people are saying he sold South Africa. A lot of people saying that he sold out. A lot of people are saying that he was a terrorist, especially the white people. So I want to address that, speaking to all those multiple critics. So anyways, before we get into it, don't forget, please subscribe to the channel so that the platform can grow. Let's have multiple followers so that when this content drops, you don't miss out. You don't miss out in any of my videos. Press subscribe. Yeah, man, if you can, also press the notification so that you get informed. But in terms of the algorithm, when you subscribe, the better the chances when you see my when I drop a video, you don't miss it. So let's get straight into it. There's been a smear campaign going on Nelson Mandela's name, and this smear campaign is just growing wings and wings and wings and wings. And there's so much criticism coming from multiple different directions, multiple different races. And recently, with the rise of the white people raising their voices or talking about issues that they have about the country, that has been there's been a new development to the smear campaign on Rolihlahla's name. What is the new development? The new development is that Nelson Mandela was a terrorist, and that he shouldn't be hailed the way that he's hailed. He should be criticized, and he's not a hero. So, before we get into that one, we're gonna have to deal with the stereotypical, the things that the black people have been saying, which is ridiculous things like Nelson Mandela was a clone. So, let's talk about it. Nelson Mandela was not a clone. People saying he looks different. Of course, he doesn't look different. He's just older. Are you gonna look the same, the way that you look in your 30s, 40s, as you're gonna look in your 70s, 80s? No, you're not. But the man himself, the voice, the cadence, the character, that's the same man you see in those old videos. I believe in this ideal, and for it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. That's how he talked in that video before he was arrested, that black and white video when he was still young and chubby, and that's how he talked. He talked like. And then when he was older, same thing, just older. Never and never again shall it be that this beautiful land, never shall it be that one shall be oppressed by one another, never and never again. It is song and dance that makes me to be at peace with my soul. That is the same man. You look at it, the same man, same person. How is it that he's a clone, or not necessarily a clone? They say he is a Gibson Makanda. They say he's actually someone else. He was someone else. They say he was Gibson Makanda from Mozambique, and that's why he married a Mozambican lady, the first lady of Mozambique, Graça Machel. They say that's he married her because he's also from there. Do you understand? So they say that's the reason also why he divorced with Winnie Khumalo. Winnie. Look at me mixing up the names. R.I.P. Winnie Mandela. Sorry. So it's crazy, but It's crazy to think that where did these things start? Where did they come from? Who's creating these things that are being talked about? Who's doing this? Because it seems like it's a very well calculated thing to destroy the symbol of hope of South Africa, the name, to tarnish the name, to smear, campaign the name of the late great Nelson Mandela. And whoever the black people that are spreading these things, you don't know what's being done to you. You are being controlled, because these things, they are being published, and you guys are so messed up in such a way that you listen to whatever media information that's coming out from anonymous accounts. Who's running those accounts that are spreading this misinformation? Who's creating these things? This is how they control your minds. They find you in a vulnerable place when you are looking for information. They create these accounts. They push this narrative. They know that you are going to be... It's the same as the Illuminati things. Remember how the Illuminati things were spread? Tell me here, who pushed those things? Can you tell me who posted those videos, those Illuminati videos? I want you guys to show me one account that put those videos out, talking about people are Illuminati, people are into devil worshipping, this is the reason for their success. Tell me, which page? Show me the page, show me the channel. I'm telling you, none of you know those channels. You understand? How we are so susceptible, to believing things that are just said by anybody online, At least on TV and all the stuff, the specific channel. If it's SABC, it's SABC. If it's DSTV, ETV, it's ETV. But who are these people? These people who we just end up trusting. Who are these people that we are allowing to come into our subconscious and scare us and get us believing certain things that just do not make sense? You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with Nelson Mandela. They look at you guys, they see where the climate is going, and then they see how can they bring you down or get you your vibrations to be low by giving you certain information to destroy what makes you happy, to destroy what makes you see yourself as a hero, as someone who's great, to destroy your perception on a black person and black leaders, to tarnish the reputation of black leaders. Do you understand? I also blame Julius Malema for being a voice that has been used to tarnish the reputation of Nelson Mandela. That guy, Julius Malema, is a flip-flopper. One time he goes to do and does that, but then after that he goes and praises. He says Mandela did the best that he can. He was an old man. Do you understand? So how can you listen to someone like that? And then you go and take those things and fight the battle that he himself, Julius Malema, is not even fighting. He was just using it to trend so that his party can be popular. So why do we, I blame leaders like that. But most of all, I blame you guys for being whatever that word is. So naive. What? Fuck. Okay. So naive. Being so naive to, I'm gonna keep that, to keep the video as authentic as possible. I'm not gonna cut anything out. So why are we so easy to manipulate when it comes to information? And that's exactly what big business has done. All these people that run the world, they've seen that. Then they can just use video and theories and conspiracy theories to control your mind, to program you the way they want. And as we can see right now, South Africa there's a target on South Africa. The racist whites, they want apartheid back. Do you understand? Even if they don't want apartheid, but they want to control things again, even if they can't get apartheid back, because they saw that apartheid does not work. It will crash at the end of the day. So they want to take the reins of control once again in this country. So they are tarnishing the ANC, they are tarnishing everything. Robert Soff every day is doing videos against the ANC. You understand? Moonshot, whatever is it, morning shot or whatever his name is, doing videos every day. Every day they're posting new videos at 6 a.m. And that lady that you can tell that she's been bought by white people, what's her name, Citizen Concerned, every day at 6, new video out, top quality, bashing black people, bashing ANC, bashing black leadership, bashing everything. Ronaldo hosts videos every day. The way they're so consistent, black people really need to be aware of what's happening. Now Robert Soff is going to start a daily wire of sorts, type of channel. I'm not sure it's going to be on TV, it's going to be wherever. I don't know how daily wire operates. So they are really working hard, and they know exactly what are the key KPIs, the key performance indicators. They know exactly what to do. So now let's move on to the new theory. There's a video by Ward Meyer, when he's talking about Ward Meyer is a Ghanaian guy from Ghana, and he does these documentaries. And in that documentary, he's at Robben Island, and he's with a guy called is it Africa or what? I don't know his name, but he was a prisoner, political prisoner, at Robben Island. He was released in 1991. He served 10 years. And that guy was complaining, talking about the people actually sold out. He talked about how the ANC was infiltrated and how he feels so depressed with the ANC being run by sellouts. But under, I'm confusing the videos. But there was another, there is another video also of Ernst Roots talking to Jordan Peterson. It's a clip. They took it from the full podcast. And he was talking about what Nelson Mandela was actually arrested for, And he was saying that Nelson Mandela was arrested because he was trying to overthrow that government and the apartheid government. And he formed a military wing of the ANC called Mkhonto Wesizwe, MK. And he was really or breaking the law or terrorizing or something like that. But he didn't say it exactly in those words, but he was talking about the violence, that happened at that time, and how the ANC now were moved away from their non-violent approach, to having an approach that was more violent, So, but underneath the comments, people are like, yes, finally, that's the real story. Nelson Mandela is a terrorist. Nelson was a terrorist. Nelson Mandela is not no hero. Yeah, you must break down these theories. I'm glad someone is finally saying it. Do you understand? So that made me realize something, that this is the true feelings of many whites. They did not. I always say this: a rainbow nation. White people are not in that. They don't want to be in that. It's just something, a fallacy that they use for us. We are the ones who believe, hey, rainbow nation, we're so happy to be with the whites. But to them, they're like, look at these fools. We don't believe none of this shit. We're just believing in it for the sake, because we don't want to die here in this country. We don't want to be, these guys to rip our throats out, and we just want to be safe. We just want to relax. We just want to, that's all. Not all the whites, of course. There are whites who have literally converted and are very good people. But many are the racists. They don't believe in none of that. They're just waiting for a time when they feel safe enough. When they feel safe enough, they're going to show you the true colors. And I believe that time is now. Some of the things that AfroForum is doing, some of the things you're seeing in the comments, you start to realize. You start to realize that that's what it is. These people, they don't believe in it. And if they can, they want to destroy and this image of Nelson Mandela. They don't want a black man to appear as a hero. You see it all over, overseas, you see it as well. All the black heroes, their reputations get tarnished at a certain point. You look at people like the Bill Cosbys and all those things. Bill Cosby has been released from jail, but you never seen that in the newspaper. You never see the follow-up to what happened with Bill Cosby. What happened? Why is he out? What happened to all those women that were saying he raped them or all that? What happened to them? Where are they? And you ask yourself, where's the coverage? But when he was being accused, the coverage was everywhere. This guy is a monster. This guy did this thing. He's a monster. He dragged the ladies. He did this thing. He raped them. But when he's free, he's released from prison. Nothing. You kind of wonder, did that man even actually do any of those things? So be awake, guys. We as black people, we love too much and we care too much, when we appreciate people too much, white people, Indians, all these things. But we are not appreciated. It's all pretense. It's all pretense. Most of it, 90% of it is pretense. The good white people, the white people who will really love us and feel for us and whatever, it's a really small percentage, to be honest with you. It's probably 5% of the whole white race. Do you understand? So this killing of the reputation of the great Rolihlahla, Madiba, Mandela, Nelson, Rolihlahla, Nelson, Madiba, Mandela, it's kind of showing you every day there's a tarnishing, So I want to tell you something. Nelson Mandela did what he had to do. He did the best that he could to overthrow the apartheid government. If you want to call that terrorism, it's no longer called terrorism. He's removed from all the terrorist lists, even in the States, even though it happened in 2008 when he was cancelled for the terrorism list. He did what he had to do. He had to fight terrorists, because the apartheid government are terrorists. They terrorized our people. They killed people, they did all those things. So how do you fight those type of people? You can't. You really have to. You have to. It's literally a war. It's combat. And he did just that. He did combat. Do you understand? You think a man can just do it peacefully? No. You have to make your stance known that you people have no right to do what you're doing in this country. You don't belong in this country. You don't do what you are doing. You don't find Africa as it's standing and want to take control over it. No, we are fighting you guys. We don't accept you guys. We don't take what you are saying to us. This is our land. We are the natives. Do you understand? When someone comes to your house trying to rob you and whatever, do you ask for peace? No. You take out your weapons and you fight. Do you understand? So that's exactly what those people were doing. They were fighting. They were fighting a fight with a fight. Now you want to tarnish his name? No. That's why they call them freedom fighters. Hey, some people, don't be fools, guys. Don't be a fool. Don't be stupid. That's why I call them freedom fighters. The struggle. It's a fight. It's a struggle. It's a freedom fighter. Did you understand? So, take a chill pill when it comes to Nelson Mandela. Everyone. Black people, white people. Black people, be grateful. You should be grateful, and you should stop blaming an old man who did the best he could. What are you doing?